Now, before I get to the topic today, I should say that I'm not sure if I'll be doing many videos on Borderlands, but for this one, as soon as I sort of, connected the dots, I had to put it out there. So, hear me out. Handsome Jack is not dead, technically speaking. Now, I know that Gearbox has said they're moving on from Jack, which is a good thing. You can't overuse a good villain, but I think I found something. Something they can use if they want to bring him back. There's a gun in Borderlands 3. It's a unique legendary called the Handsome Jackhammer. Now, I don't know where you get it exactly because a kind friend of mine just sort of threw it at me in Sanctuary and said I might like it, which I do. It's one of those yeet guns that does crazy stuff when you throw it, but it also talks.
Hello, it's me, your gun. Super bored. Kill some.
And it says a lot of things. Most of these things were just banter or comments or fun, silly lines, but one line really made me think.
Hey, what do you say we find a Hyperion constructor and get me out of this gun, huh? Wait, I'll give you... I don't have a wallet on me. Alright, you know what, let's just stick with the gun for now. We'll put a pin in that.
I first heard it when I was messing around with my appearance, and it made me just stop what I was doing and really think. You're probably not supposed to think too deep about it. It's probably supposed to make you respond with the, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You're a sweet gun and you're also crazy. Or something like that, but I thought about it too deep. I went down a rabbit hole, and I feel kind of crazy. So, we need context. We need context for the people who never played the pre-sequel or Tales from the Borderlands, because most people who played 2 skipped the pre-sequel and Tales from the Borderlands for whatever reason, and me, a guy who played all of them multiple times, knows that the gun's simple line of dialogue has deeper meaning than what's probably displayed. Let's take it back to Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Spoilers for that game. There's a side quest where you help Professor Nakayama, the guy from Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, with creating a UI of Jack. And Nakayama is doing this because he's obsessed with Jack, he wants to be noticed, and will do anything and everything to ensure he gets noticed.
Guess who has the best idea in history? It's me. I'm going to take Jack's personality and back it up in a computer. Get to my survey terminal and ask Jack some questions.
So you go and make Jack say things, get his opinion on stuff, etc., and the quest is complete. Now at the time, you really think nothing of it and go about saving Helios and Elpis from Dahl. Spoilers. But then it comes to Borderlands 2 and Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, and Nakayama is still trying to create some sort of clone of Handsome Jack and actually creates this crazy monster called Jackenstein, which is a boss and was probably created using the code of Jack's memories and such. Or just, because Nakayama's crazy. Now, fast forward to Tales for the Borderlands, and the dead body of Nakayama is still in possession of Jack's AI, which was installed onto his ID chip, and you pick it up and plug it into yourself later, and sort of share a body with a digitally created version of Handsome Jack.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Gortys Project, and it's gonna lead us to a vault. And then I'll probably kill you.
If you recall earlier, when I said he's technically not dead, he technically isn't. He's just an AI until you beat him at the end of Tales, which is a long process that involves Helios falling, Scooter dying, losing your arm, and pulling out your eye. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's a lot, but all you need to know is that Reese, the guy who installs him into himself, and one of the protagonists from 3, defeats him by removing anything robotic about his own body, and as Digital Jack is on his knees begging for Reese not to kill him, you remove the last part of you he's been installed to, and Jack is defeated once again. Then you get this option. Now, as the video shows, if you keep the eye, you technically don't kill Jack. He's still in there all by himself waiting for something to happen. So, with that said, with that context out of the way, what if? What if the canonical choice here is keeping the eye? What if Reese kept the eye and, let's say, installed him into a gun or something, maybe as like a mockery, or maybe because it's fitting, because Jack was basically this killing machine. Because by a few of the Handsome Jackhammer's lines, he does sound like he was once something else.
Man, I'm even a hot piece of ass as a gun. I mean, look at these bevels. Damn.
Which really hits home the point that Reese might have just put his AI into a gun and now he belongs to us, the new Vault Hunters. It's very interesting to think about, but it's also very dangerous to consider because we know how resourceful Jack is, or was, or I don't know. Regardless, he is alive in some sort of way, and it could, if Gearbox wants, be something we have to deal with in a DLC, or expansion for the game, or maybe a completely new game. Plus, it would probably have something to do with Hyperion, and it would be interesting to see what they're up to post-Helios, and Jack would definitely get himself involved in that mess again. But what do you think? Do you think the Handsome Jackhammer could be the AI from Tales from the Borderlands? Do you think it's one of Nakayama's creations set off to the wayside? Maybe you think it's just a harmless weapon that has no such relation to anything because it's supposed to be fun. You can tell me your thoughts, as well as all questions, comments, and concerns in the comment section down below. You can also tell me if you want more Borderlands videos, because Borderlands is a very interesting game series, and I love talking about it, and not many people actually, go around and talk about it. Thanks for watching.